Yo, what is going on guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Now in today's video we're going to be discussing some new leaks and information to do with the upcoming December DLC. As I'm sure all of you guys are aware, Rockstar Games have confirmed we will be receiving a big DLC in just a few weeks from now, and of course with every big DLC in GTA 5 Online comes a new property. Whether this is a nightclub, an arcade, a chop shop, with every big DLC Rockstar Games always drop a new purchasable property into the game, and I am going to be letting you guys know exactly where you could find this property, as well as all the functionalities that Rockstar Games are going to be adding when they do add this new business into the game. So as always, if you guys do want to enjoy the video and you do appreciate me keeping you up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 news, all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below, and if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so as I'm sure all of you guys are aware, the other day when Rockstar Games announced a brand new December DLC, they shared this image that you guys can see on screen, and they also mentioned the notorious Darnell Brothers garment factory front is under new management. So this is also a common theme with new businesses and properties, of course, that we get in GTA 5 Online. Just like the bounty hunting business with the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC, that was under new management with Maud. It looks like this is going to be the same case with the Darnell Brothers garment factory. They do go on to say, with the old helmsman Pavel and a former FIB officer turned independent contractor, you'll convert it into a hive for clandestine infiltration operations, where you can launch a heavy of thrilling and strategic new robberies. These will be accessible from the computer terminal inside the garment factory or remotely via the brand new app on your iPhone. So Rockstar Games have confirmed that the new property will be the Darnell Brothers garment factory, and as you guys can see on screen, here is the location of this building that can be found currently in GTA 5 Online. As I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, Rockstar Games will often revamp a complete building to make it accessible with a new DLC. The biggest building to ever go a revamp, of course, was the casino pre the casino update. However, as you can see on screen, it does read Darnell Brothers in a big logo right across the front, exactly the same as we seen in the promotional image. And to be fair, it is a pretty decent sized building. As you can see on screen, it does have 2 floors to the building, and if we make our way around the building to the parking area, you will notice there is actually a few different entrances inside of the building. So if this business is to be used by every player in the game, it would make sense to have multiple entrances to the building. If you guys can think back to the Chop Shop DLC, Rockstar Games added the Freak Shop business, which of course also has multiple entrances to it, as players have to share this building, so they didn't want it just to be one entrance, which there's probably going to be a troll covering with proximity mines. Now here we have the main entrance, as you guys can see on screen, that unfortunately you can't make your way inside of as of now. Even if you try and punch the door, it literally won't do anything. I did try. However, we do have a little ladder section here where we can make our way onto the second floor, so it will be interesting to see if we do have another entrance on the second floor to avoid trolls, like I said, if everyone is using this business at the same time. So all in all, as you guys can see on screen, a pretty decent sized building. Hopefully, just like the Freak Shop, there will be a few different activities that we can do inside of this building, and maybe add pool for once into the game. However, I know a lot of you guys are looking at this building and scratching your head thinking, it does look very, very familiar. That's because the Darnell Brothers garment factory was indeed owned by Lester Crest. He uses the factory as a front for various heist operations in both GTA 5 and of course soon to be GTA Online. So for you guys that were thinking you've been to this building before, it is most likely you have, as like I said, Lester Crest uses this business to prepare for various heists during the game. And interestingly, several of Lester's workers can be found on the sewing machines inside the factory, whilst providing Lester with various materials that he uses during the heist. Now, the factory does serve as a meeting point in probably one of the most classic and famous heists in the game, known as the Fleecer job, and it's also used as a drop-off point for heist materials and equipment for the Fleecer job and the Pacific Standard heist. And interestingly, the factory is also used in single player, where Michael and Lester plan a robbery on a jewelry store as well as a raid on the FIB headquarters. So Rockstar Games are quite fond of using this building, especially when it comes to planning bigger heists or jobs. So it would make sense for Rockstar Games to use this specific building for a place where we can go ahead and plan and launch all of the heists that we have available in the game. As I'm sure you guys are aware, there's different properties in the game that we can launch and plan different heists from. However, there isn't one specific building that we can go ahead and plan or launch all of the heists from. And if there is one building, like I said, that does make sense for Rockstar Games to do this with, it would make sense using Lester's old warehouse. Now, we do know, as Rockstar Games have claimed, it will be used as a base of operations for a currently unnamed set of clandestine robberies. We do know with recent DLCs with the Clock and Bell Farm raid, Rockstar Games are starting to go down the theme of releasing more mini heists rather than big heists or smaller missions, as these often go down well with the community and they can break them into smaller parts, just like the Chop Shop DLC. Now, looking at the building currently in the game compared to the image that Rockstar Games showed of the new updated version, you will notice that the new version does have a foreclosure sign outside of it, obviously indicating that this will be purchasable on the Maze Bank foreclosure website. Now, what's even more interesting is towards the later part of the story mode in GTA 5 Online, the building is actually set on fire during the Bureau raid. And then, as you guys can see on screen, after the Bureau raid, it will be torched out, burnt all around the sides with a crime scene barricade tape blocking the entrance. Now, although the building has been partially repaired since being set alight and abandoned, you can spot some soot marks remaining above the windows. So this is clearly showing that Rockstar Games are basically updating this building to continue or catch up with what most people would have seen since the 2013 release prior to completing the Bureau raid, which means there is a very high probability that we will be seeing Lester Crest return. Now, of course, just like most buildings that Rockstar Games end up releasing with DLCs, it is more than likely they will be giving it some sort of revamp. However, as far as what the warehouse looks like as of right now from inside, as you guys can see on screen, here is the staircase that runs up from the entrance to the shop floor. So very dirty and dingy, something you would expect Lester to own. However, this image on screen shows Lester's office, so just some old dingy couch with a basic board to plan the heists with his desk and a bunch of notes on the walls. The next room that could be found inside this warehouse is simply just a storage room. Of course, Lester being a very busy man, he does need place to store all of his papers and files. However, the next image here shows the shop floor, of course being a garment factory. As you guys can see on screen, a bunch of sewing machines with materials everywhere, and here in the other section you can see a bunch of the workers using the sewing machines, and like I said, in many cases creating the materials or the outfits that we use in the heist. So that is the brand new property slash business that Rockstar Games will be releasing in December, in just a few weeks from now. Leave a comment down below and let me know what other things you reckon Rockstar Games will be launching with a garment factory in GTA 5 Online. With there being so many heists being launched from this business before, do you think it's most likely we're going to be receiving a new heist? And is that something you guys would like to see Rockstar Games do? I will be sure to keep you guys up to date with more leaks, including new vehicles that we can expect to see with this December update. And if you guys do want to keep up to date before I post my videos, then do be sure to go ahead and join my Discord server, which which will be linked in the pinned comment. However, that is going to do it for me, guys. As always, if you do appreciate me keeping you up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 news, all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below, and if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.